It's kind of interesting, guys, because when I won that 30 grand in Vegas on a sports ticket, I had two tickets that was $31. I had put 31 on one and 31 on the other one. And that's how I won the big ticket. But anyway, guys, enough about myself, guys. You know, I spent a lot of time talking about low IQ people and I'm high IQ and all this. But I want to take the time, guys, to tell y'all that high IQ people, we a lot of times we are actually in desperate search for someone greater than us. That's why we can't understand how haters. Oh, come on, man. As soon as I do this video, man, God, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes, man. Come on. Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, man, as soon as I do a video, here comes some shit, y'all. Every time. It's like, damn, you know, like if I want to ride, just do a video. I'm gonna make this a part one though, guys, because I want to talk about this in depth, man. I really do. But guys, it's nice when you're not a hater. You know, we people who, you know, those of us who believe we high IQ, one of the things that we look for is greatness in other individuals. We desperately seek for it. We're not haters. We don't spend a lot of time talking about people who hate on us. We actually go and admire people that we know may have high IQ, more high IQ than us. Now, guys, this is, you know, a different genre. Obviously, we're talking about this baseball picture. And it's funny because at the time that I was watching Greg Maddux pitch, I didn't become a serious baseball fan until around 1998. But I do remember watching a few Cubs games from late 97, early 98, because I had worked at Wrigley Field in 97. So I guess you could say that's when I started, paying attention to baseball games. But I say by the time 98, 99 season rolled around, I knew that this guy, Greg Maddux, when the Cubs played this guy, I already knew it was a loss. And now that I'm older, guys, I look back and see what this guy was doing and what he was saying to the young guys in the bullpen and what he was actually doing out there on the mound. This guy was a wizard. And guys, I don't come with that race stuff, man. Some people want to put me in a box. You cannot put me in a box. Some of my idols are white people. This guy was a wizard on the ground. Guys, on that mound. This guy scares me, guys. What's inside this man's brain scares me. Here's a guy, not only was his windup and his pitch masterful and how he has so many batters fooled. Probably the only player that could get with him was Tony Gwynn. Everybody else, forget about it. This guy up there on the mound, Greg Maddux, had complete control over the baseball game. He had control not only of himself. Remember, I told y'all to control other people. You got to first control yourself. He had complete control of himself. And he knew not only what the batter was thinking, but he knew what the umpire was thinking. Guys, you cannot beat nothing like this. We're going to watch a couple of highlights, guys. I'm going to have to make a part two because y'all see I got to ride. I never played professional baseball, but I understand that there's a small window of opportunity for that batter to figure out where that ball is going to be and how hard he's got to hit it or finesse it or whatever. Greg Maddux, you didn't have that opportunity. You had to guess. He didn't give you he worked. You didn't have a window of opportunity against Greg Maddux. You had to guess where that ball was going to be. Because that small window of opportunity where you could figure out whether you're going to swing or not, he operated outside that box. And sometimes it would be before that box or after that box. You didn't know how it was going to be. That's just not fair. This man is a wizard. Like I said, it scares me what's inside of this man's brain. It's scary. I'm talking about he had control of the player and the umpire. He had control of the freaking game, guys. The whole game. This guy. Let's just watch a couple of highlights. Let me see. Every time I be sitting here for 20 minutes. As soon as I want to do a video, I get a ride. Come on, man. Like, what kind of shit? I'm telling y'all, man, this shit, man, it's experimental. They run experiments. People ordering food all day long.
On strike three. Second strikeout for Maddox. On strike three. Second strikeout for Maddox. On strike three. Second strikeout for Maddox.
This guy's 6 feet tall, 170 pounds, but his windup was masterful. There will never be another Greg Maddux. This guy, oh my God.
Told you at a young age in the pros that the command was going to be able, your ticket, in other words, you didn't have to throw 98, but you could locate well enough where you could be dominant.
I was very fortunate when I was just learning how to pitch at a young age, like high school, that I learned that movement was more important than velocity. And I learned that location was more important than velocity. And I learned that the ability to change speeds was more important than velocity. So I didn't change speeds very well in my first year. I pitched fast enough, I didn't know how to pitch slow enough. I located my fastball well enough, but I was not very good at changing speeds. And I went to winter ball and really worked on my changeup. And the following year, I was able to change speeds a lot better than I was the first year.
Yeah. And let that be a lesson for life. Not always coming at everything hard.
Told you at a young age.
Not always coming at everything hard. You guys know I always talk a lot about taking a supplement GABA and how to slow your neurons down and not be so hyper vigilant. That's how you should approach life. You know, you got to know how to change speeds. You got to keep people off track. But I got to get out of here, guys. But I'm going to show some more, talk about some more Greg Maddux later. But this guy, complete master, man. Complete mastermind out there on the mound. And the irony of it is his first 4 seasons with the Cubs, he wasn't even that good until his 4th season at the last part of the season with the Cubs. His first 4 seasons, he was quite mediocre. But like he said, when he went to that winter ball, he came back like, did they clone this dude? It's wild, y'all. But we're going to get back to this later, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.